Yeah. So you have friends, I'm sure, who were great coders before AI and are now using AI for coding.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thing that they all report?
They're far more productive. They couldn't live without it.
And are they working more or fewer hours than before?
More.
More. Yeah. So this entire labor displacement thing is 100% incorrect. It's completely wrong. It's classic zero-sum economics. It's the lump of labor fallacy. It happens over and over and over again. It's always been wrong. It's going to be wrong again, right? Which is there's a certain amount of work to be done, and either the machines do it or the humans do it. And so, surely those jobs go away. The answer has to be, and this is what technology has always done, and this is what AI is going to do, and this is why I went through the long description that I did of the hyper democratization of AI. Every single one of those people who's a social media manager today now has AI. They all have AI. They all have AI, or they're about to have AI, and they're going to have it at their fingertips. And if they want to, and then anything that they want to do in their life, in their work, in their career, in their profession, in their job for the rest of time, they're going to be able to use AI to do those things. And they're going to be able to use AI to become a better version of themselves. They're going to be able to use AI to be able to learn new skills. They're going to be able to use AI to become more productive at work. They're going to use AI to be able to not do a lot of the grunt work they're doing today so that they can do higher value work. And then now I'm just talking classical economics, which is just, the kind of the other side from Marxism. Classical economics says that the actual function, the actual economic function of technology, and this includes AI, the actual function is to raise productivity and specifically to raise marginal productivity of the individual worker. And again, this has happened many, many times. You take an individual worker who used to write on pencil and paper and you give them a typewriter, and then they used to write on a typewriter and then you give them a word processor, and then they used to do hand accounting and now you give them a spreadsheet, and. By the way, social media manager, a job that didn't exist before the internet, right? Technology actually creates the new job. And so, specifically what you have happening right now is you have essentially every large company is overstaffed. We could debate how much. It's at least overstaffed by 25%. I think most large companies are overstaffed by 50%. I think a lot of them are overstaffed by 75%. And now they all have the silver bullet excuse, right? It's AI, right? And I know this. I know this for a fact because number one, I talked to them, but number two, I know this for a fact because AI until December, right, was not actually good enough to do any of the jobs that they're actually cutting, and so it just can't have been AI. So the other thing is people look at the hiring rate for new hires, right, and they look at at the spike in how hard it is for new college grads to get new jobs. And again, people peg that on AI, but I think that's actually two things. Number one is, okay, of course, the companies that overhired and overinvested, and I have to bring down their spend and their headcount. Obviously, they're not going to hire very, very many people, so that's part of it. And then the other is, one might make the observation that maybe the skill set of a lot of college graduates over the last decade doesn't necessarily match to the job market, right? And that's a very uncomfortable conversation for people to have. But I think that also has. If you talk to any employer, they'll immediately tell you that.
Final one before we do a quick